We've been trying to get our heads around what's happening right now in the minds of the prosecutors in this case. What is happening, and how are things stacking up against Sam Bankman-Fried when they already have two people who worked for him who have pled guilty?
Well, I expect that the proceedings next week will be pretty routine and ministerial. I wouldn't expect a lot of fireworks there. Just it's Mr. Bankman-Fried's arraignment, and it will be setting a schedule primarily. We may hear something, we should hear something about the government's proof and what type of discovery it has and really what volume of discovery it has, so that Judge Kaplan, the presiding judge, will be able to set a schedule for motion practice and ultimately for trial. So I don't think much will come out of the hearing or the conference next week, but negotiations we can expect are going on behind the scenes. We know they began when SBF was in the Bahamas in connection with his extradition and whether or not he waived, which ultimately he made the gambit to do so. And so there are discussions going on, and his legal team is assessing right now what the prospects are and whether or not he should, as his two tenants did, take a quick plea and take his chances before Judge Kaplan. I think that's a risky move, but that is exactly what his lawyers are thinking through right now.
Yeah, I guess I'm still a little surprised that he was given bail here when the Bahamas was so adamantly denying it. Was this a ploy? They had to do this to get him to come back from the Bahamas without a battle? What happened?
That's exactly right. That's pretty standard. Often the country that apprehends the defendant will hold that defendant and view him or her as a flight risk. In this case, the negotiations between SBF's lawyers and the government here was, okay, we will waive lengthy extradition proceedings. In exchange, you, the government, agree to a bail package, here the largest ever granted, and allow him to remain free, relatively free, pending trial. Otherwise, I am certain that he would not have been granted bail before Magistrate Judge Gorenstein when he appeared for his initial appearance.
You think that this is something that lasts, though? I mean, how long does this kind of play out? And what would you be thinking in the mind of the prosecutor just in terms of what you do next?
It's highly variable. The prosecutors, I think, are in a good position. They already have the lightning quick pleas of top two lieutenants. They have, no doubt, other would-be cooperating witnesses lining up at the door. They were invited to do so by the U.S. Attorney, Damian Williams, and I know for a fact that they are. And they have a mountain of paper evidence and, in fact, admissions by the defendant himself. So they're not going to be in any particular rush, and they're not going to be particularly welcoming of any sweetheart plea deal. So the defendant and his team are going to have to decide, does he take a quick plea, what's known as an open plea, no doubt, which means it would not be pursuant to any kind of agreement, and take his chances in front of this judge. That has not worked particularly well in the past in front of Judge Kaplan and many other judges. We saw what happened with Bernie Madoff, to which this is often compared. But he doesn't have a lot of options right now. He can put the government to its paces and let them continue their investigation. But given what they already appear to have, they're only going to be digging in deeper. They've said they're really looking under every stone here, boiling the ocean, and there's going to be a lot more there to hear them tell it. So that may not be his best move either. So he's in a tough position here.